Okay. I hope this is working because it has been almost a year since the last time I broadcast live on PlayStation 5, at least anyway. Hi everyone, I hope you're well. It's Simon here, and hopefully this has gone live. We'll soon find out. Come on, I'm just checking on YouTube. Come on, you know you want to. Maybe not. Is this working? Oh, who knows? Let's kick off with some stuff anyway. Anyway, I've got N1 2025. And hopefully, if all is going well, which it is it? Let's just hear whether or not I'm actually coming through. Which it is. I am. Yay. Right, we're off. Anyone watching back this live stream will be like, what is this pillock doing? Well, it's me getting up and running for the first live stream I've done in bloody ages. Be kind. Right. So, long story short, I got really disenchanted with the F1 games. I picked up F1 24 for a tenner not too long ago because I avoided it all. And that's the very first time I've just not bought any of the F1 games because I was so angry with them. And then I got a voucher for good performance at work and decided, you know what, I'll buy this for release because it was meant that I only spent a tenner on this as well. So, yay for launch. So, going to go through some of the settings. Plan to do some of the reverse track stuff because I think it's going to be a really weird gimmick, but I'm super intrigued to see how it will go. I was just looking through all of the different settings and stuff that's going on, and I just want to shout out all of the great stuff that they do around accessibility on the F1 games, particularly around audio and tinnitus relief and things like that, alongside doing some things with the different types of colourblind modes that you can have your dynamic racing line if you fancy that too. So, other stuff that you can get on with is tweaking exactly what you want on and off for your on-screen display. You can sort out your audio settings, and I'll kind of hopefully have dipped them in and out in a way that means you can actually hear me. We'll soon find out. I'll drag it down a bit just in case because I'm always a bit donkey when it comes to live. You can switch between David Croft and Alex Jakes for your lead commentator, but I always find it a bit of a miss. I'm used to the old 90s F1 games and 2000 F1 games where Murray and co used to commentate on you in the race, and I wish they brought that back. I like the fact that we've got Mark as our engineer, but I'd like the ability to switch that. And again, we're on PS5, still no full race replays. What is going on with that? Disgusting. If you're buying the console version of this game over the PC one, just know you're getting an inferior product in multiple ways. With F1 25, you're getting the new third chapter of Breaking Point. I won't be diving into that. With Career, and I'm a bit meh about it, the fact that they've really separated out Driver and My Team, and I think not playing as yourself in My Team is a big loss. I'm getting really frustrated with that kind of design. I don't want to switch between my two drivers on the fly, race by race. I want to craft my own Brabhamness. Everything to do with F1 the movie is locked away for scenario modes until June the 30th, and there are 7 chapters to play there. And then we have the grim F1 world, and all I've done so far is just quickly dive in and do a couple of quick 3-lap races just to see how the handling works and quickly customise a little bit of my own livery on here as well. So actually, let's dive into this because this is probably one of the better things. I don't like that all of the new faces look so generic. They're horrific. Suspicious lack of blonde people as well. Although, do you know what, actually? I might switch my face to that one because then you've got no hair. And it looks vaguely blonde underneath. But yeah, clearly no one is allowed to be blonde anymore. So that's that. And then the racewear seems to be a bit strange. The cars, though, I quite like the LBRY editor that you've got now. Now, as per typical, it's an EA game. They are proper scrimping on what you get actually to start off with liveries to edit, which is a shame. But you can still go in and change the colours of each of the layers and also the finish of it too, which is quite cool. So if you want to kind of flip between it, it does definitely change how something looks. And then the big juicy thing, well, actually, first of all, no one's really commented on the fact that you can update different number colour schemes. Feeling very NASCAR, but I don't mind that at all. And then you've got this cool decal editor, which makes your car look so much more individual and real. And you can do side pod left and right. You've got nose left and right. Nose on the top, as you can kind of see, really filled out. Front wing top, if I try and stick on something right on the very end. So we've got, hang on, where was nose top? Let's go nose top, my bad, because it's nose where I want to go. It then drops you into this little editor where you can then pick up the different logos from your sponsors. And I like the fact that these logos now actually have some colour and fun to them, which is quite cool. So let's do Xenon. Can you see how it's kind of moving about? But you've also got different variants too. So if I want to go for that kind of Xenon Moon one, and what I want to try and do is get it right on the nose cone. So I'm going to zoom right in and look right down here. So can you kind of see how I'm trying to get it in? There is a snapping mode if you want to put it on so that you can kind of be really specific on it. I don't necessarily want to be. And then once you've moved it around, you can then flip to scale and then like make it really tiny. And then you can rotate it too. So if you want to kind of meow. And I just really, really like how simple and easy this is. I can't make that much smaller, but let's place that on. There we go. 'Tis on. But you can have 6 slots on that nose and just keep on going and going and going. I've noticed that this does definitely make the game load slower when you've absolutely crammed loads and loads of decals on absolutely everything. But I don't care. It looks good and I like it. So yeah, that's how the decal editor works. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so just to kind of kick off with, because I'm still getting to grips with this and working out what the difference is like with all of the handling. It's also worth knowing that we've got the weird fan zone stuff back. You can vote for who you think will finish ahead of someone against the other. I've gone for Gasly versus Behrman for tomorrow's Spanish Grand Prix. That will come back to haunt me, no doubt, I'm sure.
Welcome to your fans.
Thank you, Natalie. I don't care.
This is to see them.
Thank you. You can all earn points from doing different feats in F1 World. I have to say, I am not a fan of F1 World at all. It is everything I dislike about superfluous gaming with no real challenge, trying to etch out something without thinking too much about it. Oh, there you go. So you can see I've done 4 races before I went live just to test the game out. Okay. So let's do a quick 3-lap race on round Monza with my F1 World car before we dive into proper reverse tracks. Again, if you're relatively new to F1 25, or well, F1 games in general, there's lots and lots of menus. I recommend going into your expert filter settings so that you can muck about with all of this. So unlimited rewinds I always keep up with. And it's kind of, for what we're doing here, you can see there's lots of different options that you can dive into and not tweak because we're in a quick fire race. But when we go in and do a full beans race, which I plan to do so after this, on a reverse-a-roo track, we'll see how we do. If anyone is watching live and wants to
We've got more F1 World action for you today. Welcome along, everybody.
ask any questions in the chat or whatever, please do so.
Who's your driver to follow?
Don't know who is my driver to follow. I'm going to skip this if you don't mind. Right.
We've got
And we've got presets in here. I've not done anything around setup. We'll save that for next time. Let's just try and get straight in. This game automatically puts you into TV pod mode. And I still find it odd that you have to go into options to change the camera in this game. There are lots of different camera views. I always end up in cockpit. I can't help it. Just how I am. The OSD this year seems to be much bolder and bigger, and I can't tell if I like it or not. Oh, nearly. Are we going to make it through? We are. Just. Oh, sorry. Don't do my A rating, that's good. No, I'm still getting used to the handling. The brakes are definitely less stompy, unless it's just because I'm on all of the there's no custom setup yet, but it definitely feels like the brakes are less powerful this time around.
that start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
I don't know if that's because I noticed very quickly in the setup that I think it's engine braking has gone. And I used to use that quite a lot as a controller player. Okay, let's try and get up in the slipstream.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Only just. And tyres are much more. If you floor it on the exit, you can feel through the controller how the tyres are. They've not quite got the full adhesion.
When trailing the car ahead, they're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres. So try to get past.
Always tricky trying to hook up around those Monza sausage curbs. There's inherent understeer in these cars. They also feel, compared to F124, weightier, but I can't quite quantify why I think that is. I think it's as if the turning circle feels more like it takes longer to, because it's understeering, it takes longer to kind of wind in. I will say though that the AI seem to largely be a bit more with it as well. I've only done a couple of quick races, but let's see how this works with it. It will actually pull out and have a go. It's going to drop off because it's on really low AI because we're on an F1 World Race. Oh, see what I mean with that kind of lazy slide when you floor it on the exit. Alright.
That's P1. Less than a second separates you.
Oh.
They're on fresh softs.
Ah.
Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
See how it instantly sucks up onto the back. It's quite high tyre wear for a 3-lap race.
Oh, that was just brilliant. It was super clean, and we got the win. Well done.
Was it clean? No, Mr. Priestley, was it? Oh, that looks a little bit emo there. Looks like I'm about to try and drop a Tender Punk album. Okay.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field, and those kind of race victories.
I'm not liking my white text on white livery.
Like winning from the front, they really had to work for it today.
Need to sort that out. But we'll do that later.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory. And a brilliant performance.
Hi Hermes. I don't do live streams very often at all. I used to, and I used to do a F1 podcast live streaming constantly with my friend Ben years and years ago. But life has got in the way where full-time job and caring responsibilities have meant I've just not been able to. And I wanted to test out my live streaming before I do a big live stream for the Cerebral Puzzle Fest. Over the next couple of days. So very rare I live stream, but I do love my Formula One, and so I thought, you know what, we'll give it a bash. But I promise not to live stream lots to chug up your subscription feed.
What a joy it is to follow
I put up enough videos as it is, sorry. Hope you're well though, and thanks for stopping in. Okay. Let's see. The anger at having to constantly be online with these games. Okay. So, in typical EA Games style, we have a horrific pass, of which you then have to pay even more money to unlock all of the VIP stuff. And all of the VIP stuff has this pit coins, which you can then spend in the store. So microtransaction galore and ridiculousness. it really leaves a sour taste in my mouth how much they've taken out of the game to then resell back to you again and again and again. I know it's typical EA. I hate it. Hate it.
Optional challenge.
Oh, go away, Natalie. The other weird thing that's new, and I've not tried it yet at all, is this invitational event. Where you seemingly have to do races online with other people, potentially, to then beat the AI. It seems a bit, again, strange. Not quite sure if I'll be diving into that very much. Hermes. How's the weather there? 105 in Cali. Ooh. That is hot and sweaty. It is 23 degrees here in the UK. So it's hot for us, but definitely not 105. I'd be getting out the fans and the ice cream for that. Okay. This whole F1 world thing about upgrading your car arbitrarily against other people online just does not interest me at all. I'm really sorry. This is why I hated the series and went away from it for a couple of years. Right. Okay. So the big thing I wanted to test out on this was to have a look at the reverse racetracks. Now, let's go for F125. Actually, did they keep? No. See, with EA, they giveth with one hand and they taketh with the other. So we've got Silverstone in reverse, Zandvoort in reverse, and Austria in reverse. But they've taken away Portimao, which I guess was a bonus track anyway, but it just, again, giveth with one hand, taketh with the other. Right. We're going to do a little 3-race championship. All 3 reverse tracks. Oh, now this is an idea. And actually, is this... Yeah, it is Jack doing in there. Okay. Yes, we could do that. We could do that. Now, will it let me race my F1 World car without changing performance to equal? No. Oh, that feels like a weird thing to do as well. Should we? Should we? Should we? You know what? Justice for Jack Doohan. Let's be Jack Doohan. Okay. So, with all of the different settings that we've got that's going on, we'll have everything on so that... Actually, we'll have to go in and look at the weekend structure first, won't we? So... We'll do a short timed session. So we'll just do like a 1 single quali session so I can get used to the track a little bit. Could do a 50% race. Yeah, let's do a 50% race. This feels like it could be horrific. God, I don't actually know what my difficulty will be. Let's do 85. That feels like something I could potentially get to whilst... Right, so corner cutting we'll leave on regular just because I'm getting used to these 3 new tracks. Parc Fermé will keep on, I think. Pit stops immersive. Safety car, standard but immersive. We'll have a formation lap on. We'll have red flags on. Yeah. I can't actually remember what that was. I'm sure we'll sort it out. I mean, Apex Legends players who have an abusive relationship with EA as well. I feel like we need a therapy session. Okay, we'll have dynamic. Yeah, okay. Right, flags and rules, we've got those all on. Simulation settings. Ah, okay, so we've got unlimited rewinds because I'm going to bugger it up. Playfield mode hard, race starts and manual. Tyre wear is everything. Simulation everything. Collisions on. Let's wait for the carnage to unfold. Alright. Oh, and just in case ever people are worried. So, because I'm fat fingery with my controls, I turn everything off but keep traction control on medium whilst I'm learning the game. Hey Pinky. Hope you are well. I'll leave traction control on medium whilst I'm getting used to the new handling model. And we'll see how we get on. So, let's start at Austria. In reverse.
High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
So we're doing one qualifying session and then 50% races on the reverse of Spielberg, Silverstone and Zandvoort for the 3 tracks that are in reverse-aroo. Okay, so is anything changed on this? Oh no. So the race is going to start off with rain, but then dry? Oh, cool. I like the look of that. Right, car setup.
Car settings screen on your multifunction display
Yes,
will allow
all right,
you to change
mate.
various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
I mean, I won't be changing any of this. We'll just be flat out going for it. Let's do that for now, just because
Okay,
I'm always
track's
slightly
quiet
harder
right
on the
now. Let's
tyre
get out
wear.
there while it's clear.
Okay, let's get out. Let's get out there whilst it's clear. Go to track, Parc Fermé, drive out.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
Right, let's see what Austria's like in reverse, shall we? They made quite a lot of song and dance about this in all of the PR, about how like all of the racing lines and all of that were redone, so it's not just like a really cheap and nasty spin the other way. Oh, it's going to take a while. Oh, ah! My senses! Right, so this should be quite quick. Oh, that's now flat. Oh, that feels faster. Oh, with that being uphill, that has the potential to be faster now as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't like... Oh, that's a tricky little bugger of a corner now. DRS going back up to the... What would normally be turn... Oh! Yeah. That curves! And I don't really notice that too much when you're going the other way. Okay, right. Come on, Smith. Let's break. I was going to say the barrier is going to be really close there. Alright, come on, Jack Doohan. Redemption. Ah! And he wiped out by Carlos. Carlito, no! Right. So that's like a... Oh, no. Oh, if you catch the grass, it don't half spit you off. Right. This is a nightmare. Where do you brake and turn for that? That's a really... I really like the challenge of that, because you're braking and turning at the same time, and so like horrible lockup. And that one you've got to brake in a totally different place to, because the track kind of pulls in before the corner.
Right, we're right
Juicy.
at the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
And I feel like I'm going to launch it over that sausage curb. I don't like that pit exit one little bit. I should have tanked it up for a few laps. Right, so wide in. Hey dude! Hey dude! I'll read your message in just a second. Ah! No! No! Definitely no!
One lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
Where's the pit in? Sorry, siesta. Right, let's pit. Oh, it's really funny trying to relearn stuff. Hey, how's it going? Are there any other other races? For what, dude? I love me some racing games. It's really interesting. There's definitely not less grip on the curbs, but if you get it wrong, and then you're trying to brake on the curb, you definitely start skidderooing around. Okay, how terrible are we doing? Uh-oh! Let's quickly shove on another set and get out there. I think we'll be all right once we get used to it. Okay.
Standing by.
Ah, sorry, dude. Or doodle. We're in qualifying at the moment, so because I'm trying out the reverse tracks, I thought I'd put in a short qualifying session just to kind of get used to what this track layout is like in reverse. But no, there are 20 cars racing in each race when we get there, which will be probably about 10 minutes. And if you're playing in my team mode, you can then put your 11th team on the grid, which then brings you up to 22. Oh, no problem at all.
We've dropped to P20.
I'm just grateful to have a rando in the chat. Everyone's welcome here. Okay, right. Let's not be so terrible this time around. I mean, Leclerc is in the drop zone, so anything can happen. Right, let's go. Ah, no. Right. Brake earlier when you do the actual lap, mate. Rough. That feels like I shouldn't keep this lap, but I'm going for it anyway. Okay, this feels better. That was not good. Beep.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Yes, all right. All right.
Ahead. Right, their best lap, 1 minute 08.5.
Okay, I'm only a few tenths up. Ah! No. I have to say, I know this is a gimmick, but if they were able to reverse all of the tracks, like, it would make for so much more variety in a game where you're not going to get absolutely tons and tons and tons.
Push down to P20.
Yes, I know. Apologies, I was busy trying to read the message and forgot that I needed to turn. I'm very out of practice with live streaming. Okay. And F1 games, clearly. What was your first racing game and what were some of your favourite from early gens? I've always been more of an arcade racing fan. F-Zero, great series. Grew up with Daytona and Sega Rally. Yes, Daytona. I remember playing Daytona in an actual arcade cabinet in the early 90s. And Sega Rally as well. We used to have... right, I'll answer a couple of questions on that. So the first racing game that I vividly remember playing is on my ZX Spectrum. This is very dating. And it was Nigel Mansell's Grand Prix World, and it's of the 1988 F1 season, I think. And if I've not already got a video on it,
08.9.
of the game itself, it's in my list to do because I want to go back and do a proper video on it. But it's it sticks in my brain because it was the first F1 game that I used to sit on the keyboard using the 67890 keys, doing 100% F1 races. There's only 9 cars in the game. They're all stupidly named, and the AI that would always win was called Ivan the Fastest, which always made me giggle. And so, yeah, that was probably the first game. It's the first game I remember. I might have played other racing games before then, but that's the one that really stuck in my head and I lost like hours and hours of my life to. The other really cool thing about that game was that it also, because in the 90s you had one big fuel tank and you didn't do fuel stops, but you did tyre stops. And so I always remember round 2 or 3 was Imola. And in the real world, everyone kept running out of fuel in that game. And so I would run out of fuel in that game because I'd always forget to change the fuel mixture, and then I'd get to like lap 58 of 62 or whatever, and then I'd conk out and I'd be like, I've ruined my life. And my dad would be like, you've been on that buggery game for 2 hours, get off it. I've had enough of listening to you going meow in the background. Judged. So that was that. And then picking up on Daytona and Sega Rally, the two things. Firstly, my family, we used to, for summer, go to, there's a seaside town not too far away from me called Southend in Essex. And alongside there, they'd basically just leave me in the arcades for the day, and like the rest of my family would go off and do something else. And I would bounce between Daytona 500, Sega Rally in later years, Hard Driving, the one where you had the 3 wheels in the cabinet and spin them round. And the other game that I was a beast at was Super Iron Man Off-Road. And like my parents would give me like 50p and be like, we'll see you later, because I just sit on there and no one could ever beat me. It was the only game I was ever really good at. So that was my claim to fame. And then our town, where I live in Harlow in Essex, got a Sega Park, which was just like a Sega arcade for a few years before it kind of shut down. And it had Sega Rally in there. So I used to bounce between that, Time Crisis, and despite being far too fat to do it, Dance Dance Revolution. Me too. We had a 4-car Daytona set up at my... Oh, wow. Okay, where's the team? I bet that was ultimate best team job, that, in the arcades. I don't think I'd be busy looking at everyone else. I'd be busy doing my own thing. Right, let's try one last time.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
See if we can not qualify last. But we're with the rest of the pack. So for guessing what the at 85% difficulty for my first go, I'm not complaining too much. Played a ton of San Francisco Rush. Ooh. So I had San Francisco Rush on the PlayStation 1. I'm sure that's where I had it. But I've never played it in an arcade.
We've dropped to P20.
Yeah, all right, Mark. Jesus Christ. Reminding me of my last place shenanigans. Oh. Follow the road, follow the road. I quite like that the pickup stays on your tyres for at least more than 2 seconds. Okay. Let's let our teammate through, because Gasly will actually be able to do something. Although he's only P18. Okay. Let's see if following Albon helps. Sorry, Nico. Oh, shit. Well, that's ruined Hulkenberg's lap as well, but never mind. Oh my god. Ah! Oh, shit. Oh. Well, there's the crash physics.
There's major damage to the floor. Box now so we can start to fix it.
Oh, I like the... Oh, I've got a puncture. I've got a puncture. Oh, I love it. Oh, no. No, not another one. Where's the replay function? We need the replay function. Right. Was plopping along and then... Oh, can you see how the wheel's starting to flollop apart? And does it just pop and go? Yeah, oh look! I like it. I'm not liking the... Oh, there we go. That's better. Sorry. So, paddling along in my automobile. Boink. Clearly, I do not like the Haas cars. I'm liking the crash damage, though. That's really cool. So this is why I like putting stuff on simulation, because although it shows me to be absolutely atrocious, you get to see good stuff like that. And that essentially will stop, I think, everyone else improving. Oh, and I'm now beached on... Yeah, I can't get off the grass. Do you know what? I really like that. Disqualified. Done. Nice. Oh, Jack Doohan. You seem to be having an epileptic fit at the wheel.
Okay, the tyre has shredded. The tyre's shredded. We need you into the box right away. Be careful.
I'm quite impressed with that. Don't be impressed with my driving. Be impressed with the physics.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Well, you can tell this is a game because Yuki Tsunoda is third in the Red Bull and Max Verstappen is 12th, so clearly that's got a bit wrong. Although we did block everyone's last attempt, so that will have caused problems. Okay. Alonso and Stroll, 4 and 5. Ocon, despite me taking about 6th. Nice. Tells you all the different tyres they used. Oops. Okay. Let's advance. Right, so we've got a 50% race coming up. So I might have bitten off more than I can chew by doing 3 50% races, but...
It's just about time. Today's
rain!
Underway. We have a number of drivers in contention, but of course only one can claim that coveted top step of the podium.
At least we're getting to see absolutely everything that this game can throw at me.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race.
Go on then, Crofty.
Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, and Ocon, Hamilton, Russell, Albon, and Carlos Sainz, Behrman, Verstappen, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Leclerc, Bortoletto, Hulkenberg, Isaac Hadger and Liam Lawson, Gasly and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Oh, thank you, Doodle. That's very, very kind of you.
Today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared.
Shout any questions or anything that you want answering along the way.
You've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched
my pre-race game plan, Anthony Davidson, is to not be 50 laps down in a 40-lap race.
X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential.
Also, I genuinely think you are the very first person ever
Radio check, please. Radio check.
to tip in a live stream, because I'd actually forgot that it was even turned on. So thank you so much. I've been doing YouTube for 16 years, I think. So very, very kind. All right. So 36 laps, pissing it down with rain. I doth feel I'm not set up quite properly for this to work nicely. Right, let's get rid of some fuel. Especially if we're in the wet. Because it's going to be messy. Okay, wish me luck. So, formation lap. Choo-choo! There's a lot of dots on the rear wing. Is that a dot for every time Flavio Briatore has broken the rules? Oh! Scandal. Right, let's... I'm assuming it never does anything, but I'm in such a habit of doing mix 1 on the formation lap to try and save some fuel back, but I don't think it actually counts. I hope that the
Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment.
Okay. Because I noticed with F1 24, for the very limited time that I played it, it would lock you into, like, you couldn't select dries for a wet track or wets for a dry, or like vice versa. It would lock you in, even if, like, on lap 2 that would definitely change. So no, don't smash into someone on the base lap, especially your teammate. Back row Alpine. Alpine for an Alpinus.
Getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
Oh, there we go. See what I mean? I almost felt like... Is it Inters? Is it not? Okay, right. Let's park and drive. This doesn't look like it's changed at all. Ding! That's about the only precise thing I'll do for the next 36 laps. Oh, hello. I don't feel confident. That was about as confident as sticking your nose into a McDonald's and then going, I'm actually vegan. Right. Oh, slippy. Oh. I don't know if this is coming through on the live stream, but the wetness is kind of making the cars look really blurry, like they're blurred into each other. It's a really weird effect. I don't know if I like it. It's like the motion, it's like they're motion blurred. Right, sorry Gazmaster, we're going through. Oh, maybe we're not. Oh, I don't want to take you as well, Hadge. Ah, shit.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Right, just for the sake of the stream, I'm going to replay that and go again. Don't judge me too hard. We'll make sure that we don't take Hajar. That's my pittance. 4% tyre wear though in a lap. That's crazy. Clean. Did you not see my replay? Right, rough. We can do this. We can do this.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push.
I'm not in labour. It's definitely more skittish in this version, which I like because this feels more
Copy that.
oh, I don't feel confident. Breaking into that corner. I'm more confident getting into it and round it, and I can't get away. Gasly, no! Think of the children! Oh, schnauzers! Oh! You moose. It's been rear-ended.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
No! Oh. Little bit of Sega rally there for you. Right, let's see if we can calm this down and get back going again. It's definitely drier. Is this an Inters moment, I wonder? And is that why I'm scrabbling around?
You've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
I wonder. Christ, Simon. Weather update.
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
I feel like I could... Oh my god. Right. Definitely less grip on curbs.
And gap to the car in front, 4.9 seconds.
it's really surprising how quick the grip drops off this car, like really quickly. I don't know if this is just... You have a driver's license in real life? I do. I've not actually driven for donkeys. Like, nearly 20 years. Because
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful.
I have to commute to work by train if I'm doing anything with it at all. Yeah, I feel like these tyres are just wrong. Like, I shouldn't be skidding around like that on the straight with these. I wonder... Should we experiment? Let's experiment. This is how we find out.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Right, let's try inters and see if it's any better. Oh! Let's get a new front wing while we're at it. Oh, and get a 10-second pit lane speed limit.
Right, let's go. Come on. That stop wasn't great. We've lost some time there.
So busy reading the chat, I forgot to turn into my pit stop. Apologies.
All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Right, so if the game doesn't tell you to come into inters, is it good to jump early or not? Let's see. This doesn't feel worse. By much.
It might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few teams change over already.
They started on full wets, mate. Okay, I am actually closing down people a little and going a bit faster than what I was before, so I think this is a good move. Ah! I live in England. I think I caught that message there. In between driving atrociously. See, look, couple of seconds up. This is the right way to go. I think I might have gone a bit quicker. Not in Scotland. No, my dad was from Scotland, though. He was from Glasgow.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 0.3 seconds.
What? Well, coming up to be lapped soon. You love the northeast of England? I like all of England, to be fair. All looks good to me.
The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
Have you seen my driving, Mr. Priestley? I don't think slicks will help at all. Oh, although people are pitting. Okay, juicy, juicy. Are they going for dries or inters or... Ah, so they're going for inters now. Interesting. Strategy is occurring. I cannot do that corner for the life of me.
Leclerc is stopping now.
Of all the drivers, we only need to know that Pierre and Leclerc were stopping. Oh, Schnauzer. It's one of those corners that just you feel like you could take much quicker.
No concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Okay. Right, I must apologise that this race is probably exceptionally boring to watch due to my general ineptitude. But I hope this is at least giving you some insight as to how the wet dryness of this game works.
Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more.
I can see there's a question in, bear with me a sec.
0 seconds.
Let me just find somewhere where I can actually look at the message. Let me just quickly pause so that I can reorientate my phone so I can actually see the messages, sorry. Are you open about stuff? Yeah. I'll answer anything, but truthfully, as best as I can. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This has not been my finest race.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please.
Prepare to be interrogated. Ows! Waiting to be doxed. Generally quite open anyway. Most of my life is quite boring. I don't really have much excitement. And I run so many websites and YouTube channels and other projects. Most of my life is online anyway. Oh, ouch. Oh my god, that was really weird. That was like the car didn't slow down even though I slammed on the brakes. I don't know if I just hit a wet patch or something. That was not me. Like, I'm inept, but that wasn't me. I hope I'm not wrong. That you like men. For some reason. I thought you were Scottish. Oh no, so my dad's Scottish, so you're not wrong. I've just always lived down in Essex in the southeast of England, and yes, I do like men. I just generally don't make too much of a deal about it, because I think for me sometimes it's useful for people to kind of know a bit about my background or kind of what I like or don't like, but I don't really bring in much about me as a person into this channel or the other things that I do, because I think people would, and I know I am, I just find that the online cycle of everyone talking about everything all day long quite exhausting. And sometimes I just want to know if a game's good or not. And what I don't want to have happen is for people who live on identity politics to find that if they don't like me, that they then decide to not buy a game or something like that because I like it because they don't like me, if that makes sense. I want everyone to just get genuine impressions about whether a game is good or bad, and I don't really matter in that, outside of what I like in a game or don't like in a game. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. But it's to try and stay journalistic. But I'll happily answer any questions or anything like that. It's just the world is very divided, I think. If I'm going to get into a fight, it should be over a 4-player party game. Have you ever had any combination? Ah, no! I was so traumatised by that comment, Hermes, that took me off the track because I was too busy going, no, in the background. Right. New goal for this race, only be 1 lap down by the end. This is not going well at all, is it? And we're going to have a 10-second stop penalty. Right, we're about to get lapped. So at least you're going to see some other cars for a split second or two. I'm so sorry that I'm driving so terribly.
Blue flag, blue flag.
Yeah. Go on then. Oh no, 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 no. Go. Oh, well, that's not helpful. That was a little bit clumsy on the AI there, trying to get through. I don't know if that's just because I was in no man's land,
Still not a
maybe.
perfect situation, but I don't think we got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
God, don't take out Norris. Don't take out Norris.
Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres.
It's a bit skiddy.
Use overtake now. Come on, push hard.
I don't like it when people base their opinions on yes. Well, the good thing about Scottish people is Scottish people generally love everyone once they've had a few pints. So that's my general with my extended family. They're largely just pissed all the time. so they just enjoy everyone's company so long as they've got the drinks flowing. That's the main thing. Plus, how can you not love a nation that didn't invent square sausage? I mean, priorities, everyone. Oh, it suddenly got very dry. Is this dry tyres?
We can change strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details.
Oh, okay. That's a new message.
Understood. Copy that.
No, because we're going to end up on dries soon, surely.
I've got information on Lawson. They're retiring from the race.
Oh!
Blue flag.
Juicy. Liam Lawson is out. I feel like this is dry tyre territory.
The track's drying. The track is drying. Let us know when it's time for slicks.
Now? Where is Liam? Oh, there he is. He's parked.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
I meant to ask, do you like square sausage? I love square sausage. And tatties and neeps. Sorry for my nation. You have nothing to apologise for. Oh, did you see that slide from Piastri there?
Okay, be aware. The grip levels
Love
will
it.
start falling away soon. Okay, clear.
Oh, this feels so tempting to go for
Blue
dries.
flag, blue flag. Okay, blue flag conditions create a gap and let the car behind through.
No,
Okay,
we're
gap to
going
the car
quickly.
ahead, 0.9 seconds.
I actually feel like we're doing all right now. Oh, maybe not. Come on, Yuki. Good boy.
Remember to adjust your ERS mode in your
Go on,
MFD.
Alonso. Through you go, mate. Square sausage, as traditional as it sounds. Hang on, I'm going to have to... Ah.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
If there's anything on my... I'm always open to feedback, so firstly, thank you so much for watching the reviews that I do, because I appreciate it's often with games that most people haven't heard of or care about, which makes it quite difficult to kind of know how to pitch some of those reviews. And one of the things that I do want to do in the future, like very near future, is to start doing like if you like this game, then consider these as well type list videos, because I don't want people to kind of be stuck on the same 3 or 4 games over and over and over and over and over and over again, because that's just not nice. But but yeah, if you've got any feedback or critique or ways that I can do things better with my reviews.
Box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Right, do you know what? We're going to do it. We are going to do dries. Sorry for the late turn in. Right, so we're going to sit for 10 seconds and quickly read all the comments. Square sausage is nice. It is just like most other sausages. It's a little bit fattier, and it's not got the thing with square sausage, the thing with most other sausages is I thought Gasly was going to smash into the back of me then. Okay, so we are now lapped by everyone. But I feel like I've got this right. Yeah, DRS enabled. We're the right ones. We're the right ones. Go, 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 go. We can do this. We're on the right tyres.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Yes, it is full of oat flakes. But then Scotland also does lots and lots of oat cakes, I guess, as well. So Scotland does love its oats. So do I, to be fair. I want to one lap myself.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Sorry, Pierre, but you're holding me up, mate. And now it's my time to shine for about a lap.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Still a bit squirrely. Interesting that I'm not getting any blue flags for this, by the way.
Blue flag, blue
Oh.
flag.
Speak of the devil. There we go, Gasly's in.
Pierre is in for his stop now.
Alright, oh, they're all going on hards. Okay. Have I, because I'm 50%ing, have I buggered this up by going on mediums and am I going to run out of tyres, I wonder? Do you think England gets a bad rap for its cuisine? I do, but I also think it's deserved. So much of our cuisine is quite bland. I do love a shepherd's pie. Although, shepherd's pie versus cottage pie. Let's start that debate. And also, loads of English cuisine is stolen from everywhere else in the world. They did a poll not too long ago, and they was talking about how like chicken tikka masala is the second best known British dish. I'm thinking, should we read that title again? Because that sounds wrong. Oh, I've just done the fastest lap of the race, everyone. Oh. And that's how I celebrate. What's the difference between a cottage pie and a shepherd's pie? Ooh, now you're going to bugger me up. I get it wrong. One is beef and one is lamb. And I can never remember which bloody one's which. I think shepherd's is beef. Oh no, shepherd's must be lamb because you shepherd lamb, don't you? Not cows. I like how the dirt stays on the track after I've driven on it. So it's left the track dirty. That's quite cool. It's not new, but it seems more pronounced in this game. Okay. My mum made it with hamburger. Oh, bread pudding! Nom 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 nom. Love me some bread pudding. Love a bread pudding.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Why do I need to pit again? It's like 10 laps to go. Oh, okay. I'm going to try... Okay, considering this race has been absolutely terrible to watch, I'm not going to pit on purpose so that we can play how terrible can tyre wear become. And if I leave that up like that, we'll kind of be able to have a real-time track of my terrible driving versus how knackered the tyres are. thinking of other proper old school racing games, just whilst I was thinking of Nigel Mansell's Grand Prix and the comments of Daytona and all of that earlier on. Another game that stuck out from my early childhood years, well, there'll be a couple. So the Outrun series, obviously, is super influential, especially if you like your arcade races. I remember playing Super Hang-On in arcades, because you'd get on the motorcycle, and that was cool. Christ, Simon. And when on my Spectrum, I used to always play, but I was terrible at it, Stunt Car Racer, which was one of the first big kind of 3D polygon racers.
Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
I'm not pitting, Mark. I don't care how many times you say it, we're not pitting. Rad Racer made its first appearance. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think what Rad Racer. I don't know of it very well.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
First appearance of Sonic in the rearview window. Love it. I never had a Sega Saturn. My brother-in-law had one, and he had that when I got my PlayStation 1. Because I was always kind of like a console generation behind as a kid, so when the PlayStation came out, that was when I went from a Sega Master System to a Sega Mega Drive, because they were all suddenly much cheaper again. And it wasn't until I was earning my own money that I kind of caught up with the PlayStation 2 era. Like, I know this says that it's 50% tyre wear, but this game's version of a 50% tyre wear doesn't feel anywhere near as bad as what 50% did in previous games. This still feels very drivable, and although I can notice a bit of a difference, like, I'm not spearing off the track everywhere, which is what you'd normally do if you was at this percentage in previous games. He says, as he soon goes immediately off the track.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Antonelli and Leclerc in a proper heated little squabble. The Sauber swapping positions at the back as well.
use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Oh, there's a yellow flag at the other side of the track. Oh. Oh, it's Sonoda that's out. Are we going to get anything? Virtual safety car? No. Oh, and Leclerc's got past Antonelli and all of that.
Caution.
Ah, there he is.
Green flag.
There we go. Still beat the second Red Bull driver despite all of this. There's some kind of poetic justice in that. Okay, now the car feels much more pointy and snap oversteery on turning compared to what it did, say, 3 laps ago. But we are at like 65%. So it doesn't surprise me too much. It's still drivable though. Hey Adam, hope you're doing well. Ever played Outrun 2019 on the Sega Genesis? Yes, I have. Cool little game.
Blue flag, blue flag.
We've done that way too many times. Right, till the wheels fall off! This feels like this is what's going to happen. Thankfully we're going to run out of laps, I think, before we get there. But it's crucial to know, though, because in previous games you would, between 70 to 80%, almost like 9 times out of 10, you would get a puncture. So you could never ever go to 100% tyre wear and then have like the tyres drop off. They would always go for a puncture at the 70% to 80% mark, and you was just kind of pushing your luck as to when it would happen. So the fact that like this car's not feeling great, but it's still very drivable. It's definitely slower. I tell you what I will do though is I won't force everyone through a 50% race for the other 2 races. We'll do quick races so that you can see other bits of the game. I'm very sorry that this has been probably quite a stale race to watch. We'll liven it up and we'll take a look at the rest of the game.
We're not racing the car behind. Let them pass when you can.
We're trying to not be lapped by the car behind so that I don't get lapped by the entire field, because this is the last lap now. But there we go, we got to 83% tyre wear. The thing didn't explode. I'm happy.
Blue flag, blue flag.
Hurrah. Well done to anyone that survived that on live stream.
Bring it home.
I think I had a little bit of room to push.
I think you had a little bit of room to be less shit. Right, let's take a look at... If I missed any comments, apologies.
Here's the checkered flag. The fans rise
Gale
to their
Racer.
feet.
No, I definitely
It's
haven't heard of
Lando Norris
that.
with
I'll have to take a look. Thank you for the recommendation.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race
I was here. You deserve a drink, is... Right. Another thing that this game was touting about in its press was that they motion captured the podium celebrations. Are they less wooden?
Right at the top. Let the celebrations begin.
Alonso on the
He
podium.
holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris.
Unfortunately, not before work. Don't. Eh. Clink. Okay.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Yes, I wasn't the only person a lap down. I look so much more competent if other people were lapped. Yes, I was the only one that went to mediums. Lots of warnings. And yeah, okay. Fair enough. Oh, so it just drops you straight in, right? Let's abort out of this so that we can do these on shorter races. Definitely longer loading times this time around on this game as well compared to previous ones. Only a little bit. Alright. Let's look at all of the pointless things that you've won in F1 World. Thanks.
Great job completing all those goals. Now you can go ahead and...
Thanks. Right. It just means nothing. Right. Okay. Let's go to our podium pass and see what EA is going to sell us back to the game. A new pose, a new number type, some cash for a game mode that I don't like. Thank you. Okay. Right. Let's then... We'll delete that. We'll dive in. So we've played the F1 cars. Let's try the F2 cars. And we'll do a 5-lap race with Zandvoort in reverse, because again that's a new car, or a new track rather, sorry. And let's be Paraguay's Joshua Dirksen. And let's, because this will go wonky if I don't do this right. So we're going to do the feature race only, 5 laps. And I'll do 1-shot qualifying just so that I can get at least one thing ready for the track. And I'm going to bump that down to 80. No, I'm going to do 75 just in case. Because I've never done well at Zandvoort going the right way. Never mind going backwards. It's been an interesting track to try going the other way round actually, because it's quite fast and flowing. So I imagine it would work potentially quite well. Very banked turn 1 though. Okay. The other thing to note is that because the cars are simpler, there's kind of less to do around here as well, so helpful. Right, let's go to track, see what we do. So these cars are going to be slower, but they have way less grip. Ah! Oh, that chicane feels very strange. And that DRS zone now makes 0 sense. Ooh, I don't really know what to make of that. That doesn't flow very well at all. It flows better. It definitely flows better the other way. Interesting though. Maybe I'll get more used to it over the 5 laps.
The grid is set then. It just leaves us with the race itself. Join us tomorrow. We'll be live with all the action. Until then, goodbye.
We were a fair way off, weren't we? Never mind. We'll be quicker in the real thing, he says. Oh, don't rain again.
It's coming to a close, but there is still an exciting race ahead. Anything can happen once the lights go out, and all eyes are on these young drivers. So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's results with a look at the start.
Ever heard of the Luck and Wild arcade game? It was a hybrid rail shooter where one person drives and the other shoots, or driver comes to shoot. No, I haven't actually. I've seen something slightly similar in other games. I'm trying to rack my brains for the name for it, but that name doesn't ring a bell.
Enzo Fittipaldi, Victor Martins, Cordial, Maloney, Miney, Roman Stanek.
Again, I'll pop that on my list to have a little look at. Thank you.
And Joshua Dirksen completes the grid. And we're lights out, just moments away.
Joshua Dirkson's got a pose that looks like he's desperately trying to be on Tinder. Not quite sure what happened there. Right, well this is going to be grim because it's wet. There's also no battery charging in this. Whoa! Ah, shit. I didn't actually hit Stanek though, I hit Maloney, but there we go. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. These curbs are lethal. And nudges.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Lucky and Wild. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, hello. That was a bit naughty, Smith, but never mind.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Not quite sure what I thought I was doing then. Right, come on. Actually looking vaguely competent for 5 seconds. Don't fuck it up now. 3, 2, 1. Gonna fuck it up. No, maybe not. I can definitely feel the damage to that front wing though. If not necessarily through grip, but through the sheer amount of vibration going through the controller.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
Oh, it's really... You just keep floating. But then if you try to put any kind of... like this, you kind of get wedged on the curb. It's great because it's really challenging and I like it. But if you kind of... It's beautifully punishing. That was cringe. oh. No, I don't think I'm kind of coattail pace. I'm not quite bang on it. No, LBRY Cordial. You love a crash in real life. I don't want you to be crashing into me in the game as well, please. Oh, he's having a sniffy. It looks like Kushmani's having a go instead. Oh, no, that's wide. No. Wow.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
You're telling me, mate. I'm having a nightmare.
Okay, final lap. Let's go.
93. Oh, okay. Cool. Did I ever do go-karting as a kid? No, I always wanted to. I've only been in like play go-karts a couple of times at like circus fair type places, and I've always wanted to do it. This live stream is not a good example of it, but for the last 20 years I've been doing sim racing and have lots and lots of lovely sim racing friends. I was never fast at sim racing. I ran and still run in some kind of weird cases a sim racing team called Backmarker Brigade because I was always on the bloody back row for everything. But I'd finish all of the races. I'd never really crash. Well, I might lose a front wing here or there, but I'd always survive and make it to the end. And so whenever the sim races would be broadcasted, you'd kind of see me every like 20 minutes getting lapped and causing myself problems. This is not a fine example of my usual pedigree of racing, but all of my sim racing friends love to get together and do go-karting, and because we're all based around the world, quite often everyone that's based in Europe, we used to try and get together once a year, and then we'd either go for go-karting and do like a karting event, but because by then I'd be more known for commentating rather than racing, I'd kind of record them and then pretend to commentate over the top. And then there's also something in the UK called Simply Race, and it takes games like Assetto Corsa or R Factor, and it's 20 like LAN connected PCs with full like racing seats and wheels and pedals and butt kickers and all of that kind of stuff. And then it's basically like a professional sim racing like arcade place, because then you can, if it would run like endurance races, and then it would have a pit wall at the side of the room where the managers could go and sit and chat, and then there'd be like snack areas and all of that kind of stuff. I've not been there since COVID actually, but it's so cool. And so we would kind of all rock up as like 20 of us all together, and then kind of pick the cars and the tracks. They'd load it all up, I would get instantly found out because I don't drive with a wheel, and be absolutely atrocious. I used to have a very good claim to fame for commentating and having a wheel, but he's kind of in a bit of ill repute now, so I feel a bit awkward talking about it. But the British commentator Jack Nicholls was part of that sim racing network before he got taken off air for being a bit disgraced, although I think he's now back on air again now that he's kind of been off for a while. And he sent me his old Logitech wheel when we were really, really chatty back in like the early 2010s, because we used to do commentary on iRacing stuff together and a few other leagues, and it was always good fun. Very nice guy, actually. But yeah, he sent me his wheel to be like, come on, Simon, get off controllers, get onto wheels, be a good sim racer. And I've still got his wheel. And to be fair, I have upgraded to a new wheel, and I do want to try and learn how to do proper sim racing with a wheel, but it's one of those things where I need to kind of do it properly. And maybe that'll become a weird little series or something. Who knows? Right, let's get my F1 World Car in. Who should we have as our teammate? I'm not sure I like the fact that we've got all of those icons in there. Oh, let's do Dennis Hauger, actually, considering he's tearing it up in Indy next. Right, and I'm so bored of it being rainy. Let's do dry, please. Alright, let's do Silverstone in reverse for a few laps and see what this is like.
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have...
Okay, so all of these cars have equal car.
Oscar Piastri and Antonelli. Verstappen, Norris.
Nothing too crazy on the grid, though.
And Alex Albon.
Oh, they're putting us in the middle of the...
Dennis
Okay.
Hauger and Hadja. Fernando Alonso, Lawson, Ollie Behrman, and Pierre Gasly. Doohan, Ocon, Bortoletto, and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
I'd like to get a train sim controller for a few games I have, but they're so expensive and I'm not very serious about it. I love me a train sim, though. Ooh!
Anthony Davidson. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver
It's
be?
not a train sim, but I'm currently playing Trains and Islands for review, which is like almost like a townscaper type game where you build out all of your blocks for like a little train diorama, and then you let your little train choo-choo around it, and you can play with the signals and send it around multiple tracks, which is quite cute. I'm not so au fait with train sims. I do have a couple of Japanese train sim games where they've recorded the view from the driver's cabin, and then you go round the real route, and one's like in Kyoto, and one's in like the Japanese villages, and it looks really, really cute. But I've yet to spend much time with it, to be honest. Yeah, train sims always feel like they're going to be quite chill and relaxed, and I think I could get into it. But is it Train Sim World? I looked onto that and saw the amount of DLC that comes with it, and I was thinking, must work an entire month to buy all of this. So, but I can see it being a good rabbit hole if you get involved in it and get proper stuck in. Okay. This should be an interesting turn one. Oh, that was weird. Carlos? Oh, Hauger, no! My teammate! What did we do? What did we do? Oh, I quite like that as a run-in to, I was going to say Luffield. I don't know if I don't think it's called, is it called Luffield anymore? I don't think it is. Oh, this feels very
That's a decent start. Good job.
Adria Raceway. Oh.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Those are two of my favourites. Oh no! So I do have Railfan. Well, no, I don't know if I've got Railfan for PS3. But that Japanese one, I did import a Japanese train sim game because of the pure novelty of it. Oh! Alonso?
The underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it.
Nando, baby, please. I think that was me with Carlos, to be fair. That was my fault. No, the two Japanese ones that I've got are on PlayStation 4. But I have also seen them. They are on Steam as well. It was just that they were at half price sale when I grabbed them on PlayStation 4.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Ooh. It's not the dirty air that's the problem. It's the fact that I've got side pod damage.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
Ah! Wah, wah. Whoppa! I love the FMV ones. Yes, they are good fun. I'm just having a quick scan at my. I can see my PS3 boxed collection here. I can't see it to hand. Dope. Okay. Taiwan High Speed Rail PS3. There's also a digital one that was only on a 3DS that was FMV. Oh wow. Okay. Cool. Right. So we've played the free reverse Aroos. Let's try a ranked multiplayer race. What's the worst that could happen? No, let's just dive straight into ranked. What's the worst that could happen? The battle pass is too expensive for its own good. Nice crossplay. That'll do. Beep, beep, beep. If I don't hear anyone else, it must mean that my chat's not going through to them either. Oh, it's really shadowy. That was atrocious.
Okay, well, you kept it clean today, and that's good. Oh, we didn't hit our target, did we?
I mean, it was shit. It's getting used to the new brakes. Definitely. I am liking the handling model, but it is definitely taking a while to get used to. Right. Let's see how the servers are handling the first weekend of this game, shall we? It's like a car flying through the air or something. Superman! Of course, that would happen. Track limits? Ah! That was me not committing to something that I should have committed to.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
I don't know where that guy was going. Ooh, he's going into the pits. Even better.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Ah!
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Alright.
Okay, no
Better.
issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, this is Mark. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. caution, caution. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, clear.
Okay.
Right, no more of that, please. The next few laps have got to be cleaner. Otherwise, you're going to get us all into trouble.
Oh, what?
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
Oh, Big Stew. Soz Big Stew. Kind of, but not really. Through you go. I didn't want to pass before then because I want the DRS. Oh, that was terrible.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Oh! No, Big Stew's gonna do us. No!
Well, mate, that wasn't great, was it? We didn't hit our target and we got involved in some scraps, but, you know, there's room for improvement.
All right. Like my dad, disappointed in me. Okay. We've gone up in the rankings. I'll have it. I'll be adding none of you as an EA friend. I'm sure you're all lovely though. That went quite smoothly though in terms of servers and stuff like that. Nice. Okay. What's the time? Nearly 1:30 in the morning. Okay. Oh, okay, so even just doing that ends up me being promoted. I'll do it.
These team members have selected.
Yes, okay, Natalie. Okay, so 525 in Cali. Nice.
Taking on a vet. Be aware.
Shush, Natalie. So, just in case you're not aware, so F1 World is like this weird semi-online, semi-offline challenge type mode of the game, which tries to kind of bring a mobile-like element to it. So you have your own car that starts off with its own parts, and everything's like ranked 100. And then the more you drive, the more cash you earn and the more resources you earn. But you also get different upgrades to your car, which then lets you kind of swap things out so that you can get things quicker and better. There you can see, so we've got a 144 ranked one versus a 124 ranked. What that means in reality is really difficult to understand, but then it asks you to dismantle all of your worse stuff so that you can potentially, I've not got as far enough in the game yet, to start trying to boost it and create your own ones by spending your resources to then make your car faster, which is fine, but it just means that nothing is truly equal in F1 World. And because in F1 World all you're doing, and this will be this, I imagine this will be exactly the same as before, so every couple of days it just puts out different like random races for you to do, but because they're not really connected to anything, I don't feel connected to it either, and it just all feels very meh for meh sake, so I struggle to really get invested in it. The last thing I'll show then will be, before I dip off, because I want to get some sleep and get ready for Cerebral Puzzle Fest, or Showcase rather. So there's Breaking Point, which is a story mode. I won't bother with that today. But in Career, I believe they've revamped the My Team mode, because you can no longer drive as yourself anymore. You have to pick real drivers to go up against, but they've kind of changed the format of some of this. So let's dive in at the beginning parts of it and see what we'll do. We won't do full seasons, we'll do custom seasons. We'll do 10 races in a season. And we'll do a shame there's not a random button. Normally when I do this and I'm not streaming, I'd always put all of the tracks on a random spinner online and make it pick the tracks for me. I don't like Las Vegas. I'm not particularly a fan of Qatar. I do like Mexico. Quite like China as well. Not that people are going to see this anyway.
Welcome to my team, where you're in control of a new team on the F1 grid. First things first, choose what kind of experience you'd like. If you're new to the series and want to jump straight in, well, we've got recommended settings for you just here. On the other hand, if you're familiar with the F1, that's it. It's time to take charge of F1.
Custom settings. Always custom settings. Okay, so we'll do one shot quali. Five lap races. Career settings balanced. Let's force the AI to move teams a lot. Put on all of that. And this should all be still good. We won't ever have a safety car because the races are too short. And then we'll put car damage on simulation, car damage rate on sim. Yeah, that feels right to me. We've got that sorted. That's at 80. And my assists are all the same? Yes, good. Rough. Oh, okay. So we can play as the F1 the movie team. Do I really want to have Brad Pitt in my game? There's something oddly perverse about... do you know, no. Because then we'll get to official drivers only. All drivers choose driver icons. Okay. You know what? We'll go with official drivers only, just because I think it'll be weird to have people who are no longer alive and with us on the grid. As lovely as it is, it feels a bit strange doing that on a live stream. Skip tutorials. Okay, let's get going. Oh, hello. This is new. Create your owner name. Simon Smith. Your owner avatar. I mean, that's as close to me as there is. Maybe I should go with I'm really knackered and bald because it's stressful. There we go. Fair enough. Background. Oh, this is all new as well. Okay. So, your professional background. I'm a people manager. I'm a head engineer. I'm a chief financial officer. Your judicious accountant allows you to earn more cash per week. You earn more resources per week. You can motivate your workforce faster. I'll go for resource points because that will mean that our car can be upgraded better. Choose your starting facility investment. Basic, advanced. Okay. Do you know what? Let's go basic. Let's start hard. Choose your starting car development. Your car is good enough to merit place in a grid, but not much more than that. Your engineering team has a lot of work to do. No. It's taken all of your budget to get your team up and running. Oh, pay drivers! You know, we'll come in with some reserves just because that might limit what I can do menu-wise if I've got absolutely nothing, just to show you what is here. Okay, team name. I feel like it is time to bring back 40 course. Let's choose our team's colours. So 40, if anyone remembers the bright banana cars. Well, all about the yellow. Some luminous green. And actually some really dark blue as well, because they were sponsored by Parmalat, so that's going to not go down well. Do. Team wear. Oh, that's good. It's already taken on my clothes already, so that's good. We'll have that. Corporate. Score 10, score 5. Let's chase the bigger weekly income. Okay. So the longer you stay with them and the better you do, the more they'll have. There we go, so that's our title sponsor. Since when is the Ferrari powertrain meant to be the best? Fair enough. Okay, we'll go with Mercedes because that's the most reliable. Driver 1. Right. So we'll go with Franco Colapinto because he's actually been in F1. We're going to get given the same lot again. Yeah, we are. And then we'll go for Paul Aron because he's currently reserve driver for Alpine. That still gives us £6,000 to go with. We'll have that. The car. Select a livery. Don't mind if I do. How was that? To be fair, that works for me. Yeah. Let's be loud. Okay, we're off.
Hello and welcome to this very special live stream. Great to be with you all because today we're going to witness history.
That's absolutely right, Natalie, because for so many years we've wondered exactly what 11 teams would look like on the grid. Guess what? Today is the day we find out.
And we are here at the team's state-of-the-art HQ. We'll be seeing their brand new car very soon, but behind every team, behind every car, there's one person central to it all.
Yes, and they've been described as somewhat of an engineering genius, coming up with all the ideas to push the car and the sport to its limits. The question is, though, will they be able to step out of their comfort zone to deal with all the things that come with being a leader, dealing with the team's finances, sponsors, motivating the team and the drivers? Will they be able to juggle that, or will they drop the ball?
And we'll be seeing more behind
There's something slightly uncanny valley about
it is all about what happens on
this.
So, without further ado, let's see the fruits of their labour, the brand new 2025 car.
Ooh, drama. There's no sponsors on the car, so it's looking a little bit sad. Fair enough. Woo, 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 woo.
Well, thank you all for joining us. The team have done an incredible job. The car looks sensational.
It certainly does. Congratulations, and all the very best for the season ahead.
I mean, I am clearly Mr. Personality by the fact that we can't talk or do anything. Right, so all of this looks new and different, even though it looks like the same type of thing. So we've got new areas, activities, team owner, engineering, personnel, corporate. Right, let's dive into activities then. Oh, so this is new then, because previously you had one slot to do everything in. Now you've got a slot for each area. So if I'm doing owner stuff, alright, well let's do a pre-season financial tour. Why not? Then after that, we'll do a lead sponsor tour. Why would an owner self-reflection cost me 10 grand? What am I paying myself? Now let's bring up the fan rating, considering that's what our title sponsor wants. Okay, so in engineering, let's do a research focus to get some research points in. There we go. Let's do that then. Personnel. Let's do some pre-season testing. Some pre-season chats. And some boot camping. And is there room for that as well? No. Good. And then corporate. Secondary sponsor discovery chance. Okay, let's do a press conference to help our title sponsor. Let's do that. An accounting push to find some dosh. Why not? Cool. I like the fact that you can't do everything. So there we go. So that's our activities sorted. What's in our team owner world? Welcome to your office. Thanks, IT. Okay, so it's just meeting the team. Fine, fair enough. Owner training. One training point, 2 days. Fair enough. Oh, okay. So basically social media gives you bonus. Fair enough. Performance. Accolades. I'll take it. Results, we've had nothing yet, so that's fine. Okay, engineering. So we've hardly got anything going on in research. We said that we were going to focus in on aerodynamics and help them get better. So we've got 1,000 points. Let's go in for some front downforce and start researching. We can only have one upgrade at one time going, so that's fine. Let's go chassis then and sort out our plank. Now you can see where we are vehicle wise. So we are bottom of the pile. Good to know, good to know. Okay, personnel. Perceptions and... Oh, okay. So you can allocate other people to talk to. Nice. Okay. All nice and new. Component management. Oh, okay. That's just who's got what on their car. Assign upgrades. Okay. So this will be once we've actually developed some stuff. We're going to have to choose who gets it first. Like it. Corporate. Title sponsor. Well, we know who we've got, so that's fine. Finances. Fair enough. And we've done all of that already, so we're good. Right. I think the only thing I was going to look at was we've got 6 million. Yes, they really have changed this up quite a bit, actually. This looks more granular and more fun to do. Can we fire EA? Yes, please. Yes, please. Right. Okay. Enough menuing. Apologies. It's the first time I've had a rummage around, so I was just genuinely like, ooh, how does that work? Let's confirm that as well, because that feels like something we should do. Right. Okay, let's advance some time. Stop. Okay, so we've got some... I thought something didn't work. Yeah, research delayed. Gee, thanks. Okay. So we're in talks with you. We're in talks with you. Is there anyone else we can steal? Not really. There's no one else I really want. Right. Let's be nice to our 2 people that we've already got. Jesus Christ. actually interested to see someone who knows these games better than me play them. I'm super noob at racing sims. Ah, okay. Okay. Facility improvements. Again, we'll do that again. Okay, let's go to the grid reveal and see our car up with everyone else. Do you have a favourite rally game? Ooh, that is a good question. Probably Dirt Rally. There we are. Didn't look weird at all. I'm assuming every year that lines up in the championship order that you're in. So we're at the back at that one. We'll move forward if we were going further into the game. Okay. Right, let's keep on going. Okay, so we've done that. Okay, so we've now got select a researched part. Oh, so we now need to develop it. Okay. Nice. So we're not going to have that ready for our first race of the year. We also need to develop that as well. Oh, I like it. This feels much more production liney. Title sponsor's still quite happy. Actually, where's our facility improvements? Can we spend some dosh here? None of those feel like they're worth spending on whilst we're at the back of the grid. Okay, right, let's get through to a race, shall we?
Hey, Chief. Engineering need your attention on something.
What accent was that? Both of our drivers have requested extra simulator time this week, but our schedule is fully booked. With only one slot available, we need to take priority. Who should get the session? Colapinto or Aaron? Let's go Colapinto. I'm sure that would have riled someone up the wrong way.
We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
You're all right, mate. Oh, did I not select it before? I mustn't have done. Oh, you idiot, Simon. Never mind. Bad UI. Let's get that research off and away then as well. Okay. Let's go to the race weekend. So we will drive as Colapinto or Aaron. Let's drive as Paul Aaron because Colapinto is going to do better as an AI because it's a much. He's ranked as 77 out of 100, not 68. Tippity tap. That uniform is giving me 1990s bananas in pyjamas. And I'm loving it. Okay. Nice and dry. We've got everything sorted. Okay. Let's go to practice.
The long wait is over. This is it, a brand new season. And before the show gets well and truly underway, we've got the all-important matter of a free practice session. It's great to be back.
Thanks.
Hey mate, this is Mark. This is going to be a good year. We're going to have a great time together. And obviously the team are brand new, so I've set everything up from scratch. Let's make the big boss happy and show that we're not just here on the grid to make up the numbers, all right?
Okay. So the whole point of being forced to do practice in my team is to build up those points. So I'm assuming none of this has changed from game to game. So if I do track acclimatization, I'll start out and we'll go straight into a flying lap to try and breeze through this as quick as possible.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well. Okay, DRS zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
And you've got to try and get through all of these gates, which are incredibly difficult to see with the halo bar in the middle of your bloody screen. Oh, that didn't work very well.
Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
Ah! That didn't work. So, like, that's the point of that anyway. So if I return back to the garage to repair our front wing, let's accelerate the time.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Okay. I was hoping that Franco Colapinto would go out so you can actually see some TV camera footage of our car, but clearly not. Love a podium pass.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun doesn't stop here, though. Join
Was
us
it?
again as the rest of the week...
Okay, right. So I'm not going to go through all the practicey stuff because I just want to kind of show what you get up to. So the idea is that you go through practice sessions accumulating points. We then will skip to our one-shot quali. Choo-choo! Oh, did we bank nothing? What a shock.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
That lake looks lovely. Okay, let's go to track and see if we can do a lap that is not terrible. I think what I'm also going to do, if you don't mind... I know it's technically naughty, but it's getting in my way at the minute. Ooh, 14th. I'll take that.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
That feels like a really... What's that? What? What's happened there? Have we got some AI problems going on? That's really weird. I'll take it. I don't think that should happen. Love it when Ferrari are 10 seconds off the pace. Right. Let's go race a ruin. 40 Corsa back on the track. I was having a think about it. Are you anticipating Tasia Studios' Little Nightmare devs' new game Reanimal? And were you a fan of Little Nightmares? The first game is still one of my favourite horror games of that generation. I'm not aware of Reanimal.
The winter is over. It's time
I
for
do
Formula
like
One
the Little
2025.
Nightmares games.
Yes, that long break that you've all
I
been coping
have
with so well
both
will
1
now be
and
put to the back of
2
your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track
and very
drama.
much enjoyed
That's
them.
what we're looking
I'm
forward to.
not
We
usually
go
a
racing
horror-y
today in
type
the state of
person, but
Victoria, where the drivers
it's a
have
different
14
type of
corners
horror. It's more kind of
3.28
creepy,
miles to
isn't it?
navigate at an average lap speed of
Yeah,
around
really enjoyed
120
those
miles
games.
per hour. Close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
Looks weird.
World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Nico Hülkenberg completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Antonelli, Fernando Alonso, and Gasly, Bortoletto, Albon.
Yeah, definitely
Lewis,
awesome atmosphere.
Lance Stroll, Sainz, Tsunoda, Franco Colapinto, and Aaron, Norris, Lawson, Oscar Piastri, and Ollie Behrman. Hadjar, Hamilton, Ocon, and Charles Leclerc completes today's grid order. And now it's time. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. New season, new dawn, and now 22 cars and 11 teams on the grid.
First of all, this is such an exciting time. I mean, to have an 11th team on the grid is exciting news for the sport. But for them today, I guess you would be really nervous. It's the first time you're going to be doing this. There is so much to learn. But at the end of the day, they've got to remember that expectations aren't that high. They've all been there before. They've all had their first race, and no one is expecting them to land on the top of the podium. So just learn to walk before you can run.
Okay, qualifying has left us some work to do if you want to match your results from last race. But come on, you can do this.
From what last race, Mark? We've not had one yet. Right, let's see what... I am a big fan of computer game soundtracks in general, and oh, that felt a bit corner cutty, but it was to avoid Tsunoda. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm being cheeky, I know. Oh my god. Alright, we're still good, we're still good. Oh, what's gone on? I think it's because whatever freak result happened in qualifying, it's now trying to catch itself out race-wise, and we've got the slowest cars at the front
We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in
with
the
those
DRS zone.
Saubers.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Distractions are fine. Well, I was going to say something about, what was it? Video game soundtracks, that's it. So, because although I don't cover them very much on this channel, just because it takes so much time to cover them, I do enjoy an RPG, and so I quite often buy RPG soundtracks.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
And if they're not available on, say, like Steam, if I'm buying them on PC or whatever, Bandcamp is always a great place to find composers putting up their soundtracks to buy. Love Bandcamp. I buy most of my music from there. Ah, schnauzers. Oh crap, that's going to drop me out of DRS range, isn't it? Oh no, we was in it when it went. We're going to get mugged though. Blatant corner cut, Smith. Go on, Sonoda. It's good to see the AI proper squabbling away, though.
You've lost some time to the car behind. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it.
Oh, just a little bit of damage. Extreme understeer all of a sudden. We're going to be a sitting quacker. Yeah, thought as much. No Lancelot.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.7 seconds.
I feel like I proper just drove that car off the front. Sorry, Lance. I just really want a point. I want to show that I am vaguely capable on this stream. Don't you dare. Oh.
We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Whew. We got a point. Where's my driver of the day?
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
Well, they kept us guessing during pre-season testing. We all wondered who it was going to be, and to have them drawn out here today, that they are the ones to beat, just goes to show that all the work they put in has really counted.
I'm so confused with this podium.
Only 3 can take to the podium, and here they come. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen.
Anyone who's an actual F1 fan will be in a surreal land to see Nico Hülkenberg on a podium, considering he's been doing F1 for nearly 15 years and still hasn't got one. Game gives and serves. Okay.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Ha! Franco dropped like a stone. We did well. Standings. Yes, we did get a point. Yes, we are 7th. Yes, we are beating McLaren. Okay, nothing else juicy there. Well done, us. Okay. I'll get rid of it. Thanks for live streaming, for responding to my incessant comments. Of course, hope you have a good one. Take care, peace. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, Hermes. Hope you have a good day at work. I'm going to be diving off now anyway, because I feel like I've covered most of, if not everything, that is in this game. So, take care, everybody. And, yeah, have a good one at work. Anyone got any comments or questions or anything about F125? Pop it in the chat. I always answer messages long after live streams and stuff anyway. So take care, everyone. Look after yourselves, and I'll be back with a live stream for Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. Hopefully all going well, because it'll be going off my PC. Probably Monday evening UK time after work. So take care, everyone. Bye bye.